Well, hey everybody, new day, new video. And what I want to talk about is loss. Not in a bad way, not my personal loss, but losses for the Democrats. It has become apparent over the last few days, really, that the Democrats are suffering some heavy losses politically. First of all, we go back to the quote unquote Don't Say Gay bill or the Parental Protection and Rights Act over in Florida. What that spawned was numerous states, both blue and red, coming up with their own rules and openly calling these bills and rules the anti-grooming bills. So already the left is getting beat out in that context because the schools was one of the places that the left felt they had a lot of control in, but now not so much so. So they're losing control of the schools. Next, Hollywood. Oh boy, as you guys know, Batwoman got canceled, but there are a number of other shows that had some wokeness in them that are on the chopping block, and they are gone as well. They're going to be either canceled or they may not last another 2 seasons or even 1 season. So Hollywood, especially Netflix and things like that, they're all losing money. And the companies that own all of these things, they're starting to say, well, okay, this woke stuff is not working. So maybe we need to go back to more traditional things or better ideas. Less communism and more conservatism, something better than what we've got going on right now. Ouch. And next we have abortion. Even though we won't get anything until June, Roberts and supposedly 1 or 2 other justices have all said that yes, this proto-judgment, this preview of what their judgment might be, is pretty much on the nose, and so that Roe versus Wade is going to be overturned. Now, we already know what that means. That just means the states can decide how to deal with abortion. And even the southern states are all saying, well, we're not going to completely ban abortion. What we're probably going to do is restrict it to a certain number of weeks. And excluding, as I had spoken of in a previous video, the rape and incest clauses. There are a lot of people are saying just, well, we don't care about that. 6 weeks is 6 weeks, or 1 month, or 2 months, or 3 months is 3 months. As long as, if it's a heartbeat, we're not doing anything. We're not aborting that child. And as you've seen probably some in HB's video, live streams, and some other folks, they are flipping the fuck out about this. They are acting as if they're not ever going to be able to get abortions at all. Even though the well, not southern states, but a lot of the blue states are saying, well, we're going to still allow abortion. You can just come over here. And the argument has been, no, what about people who can't travel? Look, honestly, in today's culture and in today's interconnected world, you can find a way to travel. I mean, if you got pregnant, you had to be sleeping with somebody. And maybe they had a car, maybe they didn't. I don't know. To me, the argument of rape and incest is why we have to have full-blown abortion on demand is just ridiculous. Anna Kasparian has been flipping out for the past 2 or 3 days, raving and ranting, yelling and screaming. And always she gets to a point where she's talking about things that have nothing to do really with abortion, but she's somehow trying to tie it to abortion. It's insane to watch. And now, also, another big loss for them is the economy. They have tried to push this idea of a sort of command and control economy for years. Now they finally got their shot at it, and it's failing miserably. It is failing miserably. The economy is in the tank. Sticks likes to say, oh, we're near a recession. We're near a recession. With the amount of inflation and other things going on, it looks like we're coming up on a depression if something doesn't change in the next few years. And so, finally, elections. Everybody is saying, pundits on the left and the right that it looks like it's going to be a blowout this year, and that the Democrats are going to lose control of the House and control of the Senate. My thought process on this is that once again, what has happened is during Trump's presidency and over the last 2 years, the Republicans somehow woke the F up and said, hey, why don't we do all the stuff that the left has been doing for the last 30 to 40 years? And we knew they were doing it, we just didn't care. So now they're going into the schools. Now they're getting involved in politics on the local level. They're doing this, they're doing that. And it's just BTFOing the Democrats. Now, here's what I do want to say. BTFOing the Democrats, who gives a flying fuck? The Democrats are corporate. The Democrats are boring. They're part of a two-party system that never really does much to change anything. It's the same system over and over again. They just change things out every 4 to 8 years. So beating the Democrats, okay. But, because I'm a conservative, honestly. But beating out the Democrats doesn't mean anything if you've got all these leftist, communist, and deranged liberals who are running the party, controlling the party, and mixing and matching and messing with everybody else. It doesn't make any sense. You have to beat out the liberals, the progressives, the communists, and the socialists. Beat them out of the party. Because right now, the only one that seems to have any power in the party is Nancy Pelosi. And she's getting beat about the head constantly by all of these deranged leftist types in her party. So these people need to be gotten rid of. And that seems like some of what's going to happen. But I'll be quite brutally honest. If we win the House and the Senate and all we've done is beat out moderate Democrats, what have we won? Because the leftists are still going to be controlling the Democrat Party, and they're going to be yelling and screaming and cutting up and acting a fool. And sadly enough, conservatives seem to be very silent. And they want the left, they're just like, well, okay, the leftist is speaking, it's screaming and raving and ranting, we'll just be quiet. Okay, we'll just wait. Okay, are you done? Well, we agree with you in some ways, but, we don't want to seem mean like bullies. I hope that the people that get in office after all of this is said and done are people who are willing to tell leftists and progressives and communists and socialists in government, shut the fuck up. Shut up. You've been voted out, or nobody believes what you have to say. We all know what you're all about. Shut the fuck up. We're returning this country to some semblance of constitutional values and norms. That is what we need to be willing to do. It's not going to do us any good to put all these new people in office, and they're all a bunch of small-minded, quiet types who are afraid to rock the boat. That also means the Republican moderates, rhinos, they need to be shut up. So the Mitch McConnells and other types like him, corporate Republicans, as Hard Bastard would say, need to be told to shut the hell up. Hopefully, if we retake the House and the Senate, somebody will come to Mitch McConnell and say, look, Mitch, Turtle Man, it's a brand new day. After January, why don't you retire from the speaker position or the whip or the control position, Let this young person over here handle it. You're getting old, man, You and Nancy are too friendly. You don't want to ruin that friendship, do you? No. So you just sit back and retire. Yeah, and let the young bucks handle it. Oh, that would be glorious. Can you imagine Marjorie Taylor Greene being Speaker of the House or Speaker of the Senate or something? Majority Whip? Oh, God. That would be fucking hilarious. Or Matt Gaetz. Although I really would like Marjorie Taylor Greene because we might get space lasers with Space Force. Real space lasers, not fake space lasers. Supposedly made by the Hebrew people. What can I say? Oh, man. In all of my years of dealing with politics, which has been a little over 20 now, I have never seen anything like this. And it's almost scary because I don't want to get my hopes up. And then all of the voting and pushing and everything I've done, and then the Republicans and the conservatives just disappoint. I really feel that way. I hate the idea that that a lot of us, and we're having to do this, we are sitting back, waiting patiently for Trump to get back in office. If Trump can just get back in office, if Trump can just get back in office, he'll fix all of this. No, 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 no. I like Trump. I'm going to vote for Trump if he runs. But Trump cannot do miracles. He can't do all this by himself. We, the people, and our constituents, or not constituents, and the politicians we vote in office need to get off their ass and do. And that's what worries me, really, is that we're going to get all of these people in office, and then the conservatives, the on the ground people, the everyday folks, will say, okay, we've got everything we want. Bye-bye. No, you can't do that. You cannot do that. You're going to have to keep running your mouth. You're going to have to keep going to the school board meetings. You're going to have to keep your Netflix subscription canceled if that's what you believe in. I don't have Netflix. Never got into it. I hated paying money for anything, especially when I can get it for free with my good friend Jack Sparrow. But we're going to have to keep this up. We're going to have to keep fighting, keep beating them across the head, and every time one of them stand up and start ringing, pimp slap the ever-loving fuck out of them. That's just what's going to have to be done, folks. We're going to have to do that. This is not a 2 or 3 year fight. This is not even a 4 or 5 year fight. It took them 20, 30 years to basically take over the primary structures of the country. The progressives, the communists, the leftists, the nut jobs. It just took them 30 years. We're dismantling it in less than 8. But we're going to have to keep it the fight for another 10 plus to make sure that they are so beaten down, they do not come back in. But the losses are apparent. And we need to keep those losses going for them. We don't need to take any losses. We need nothing but straight winning. Straight winning. Are you going to get tired of winning? Oh, hell no, I ain't tired of winning yet. So, well, that's it for this video. I want to say one thing, though, in closing. I am job hunting right now. And when I get a job, right now I'm looking at working 12 hours a day. Good luck on me making a whole bunch of videos every week. Because, jeez, when you're working 12 hours, you're going to be tired as hell. But that's it for this video. I may have another video coming up in a few minutes, few hours. I don't know. We'll see. Live streaming of some of my favorite folks is going on right now. And I'll cut that off so I can do this. But hey, everybody take care. Please like, rate, subscribe, comment. Thank you.